Hello there, St. Paul Lutheran Church family. This is a How It's Going video with Pastor Owen on March 2nd, 2026. I hope you're doing well. Yesterday we had a worship here, the second Sunday in Lent, the episode where Nicodemus comes to Jesus at night and becomes quite baffled after being a person of understanding for likely his entire life. He was befuddled by what Jesus was sharing with him. I shared some riddles during the children's sermon, and they had some pretty great, baffling answers, actually. It was kind of fun to go through them, but one thing is sure, and that is Christ's word. And when he decides to deliver you the Spirit and faith to go with the promise that he gives you, the forgiveness of sins, that is not a riddle for you to figure out. That's simply stating the news. It is the gospel. And you have received that. So I'm just looking at the verse lower today, the one I'll usually end a video with. Another example of Paul now bestowing this wonderful gift. Saying this is not to grasp necessarily or for you to reach out for, but to receive. Therefore, since we have been justified through faith, that is a defiant and current stating of the facts here. You have been justified by faith. We have peace with God through our Lord Jesus Christ. Later in that passage, he again gives this news. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. That's the news that we get to share with one another. And I'm sure that word and many others will come out next Sunday as well, the third Sunday in Lent. Oh man, the gospel reading includes Jesus finding the Samaritan woman at the well, and she will receive quite a bit more than just water. Just a wonderful word from Jesus. So we'll look forward to that one on Sunday. There are some things to get ready for that service, of course, and other activities that you might want to partake in, being a member of this church or a visitor perhaps. The soup supper that we had last Wednesday was the first one of this Lent. The junior Lutherans are preparing a meal, but that first one was largely provided by our soup makers. So thanks to those of you who brought that and other things to share. This week we will have tacos. Back to last week, that was really fun, and we went through the first article of the Apostles' Creed and how we might teach this in the home to various ages, including kids. So I'll definitely invite all of you to be there for that, all ages, even the kids will get a little something there on Wednesday night. The meal starts at 6:30. It'd be great to see you there for the second article, which, as I said yesterday during the announcements, the explanation of the second article of the Creed is just a wonderful paragraph that is so scriptural, and you'll find that out when you come on Wednesday, and so awesome. The truth about Jesus Christ and what he has done. So that's what the Creed does. It shows us what God has done. Okay, so there's a preview for that on Wednesday night. We're going to have tacos with homemade tortillas. How about that? Brian Soul and then Leah will be providing some instruction for the kids, and they'll be helping and learning alongside them, and they're very good. I did taste test them ahead of time. It's my favorite job in the kitchen. Okay. And like I said, the second lesson is going to be on this year of these Wednesday night meals and get-togethers and worship services is on the second article of the Creed, on the Son. All right, junior Lutherans, by the way, all of you, not just the confirmation age kids, but all of you junior Lutherans are invited to get there a little early this time to make those tortillas, 4:30 on Wednesday. I think we might be able to get in one lesson with the confirmation class during that food prep time. So yeah, hope to see you there. Men's breakfast will happen at 6:30 a.m. on this Friday. So men, we're getting together. We're going to have some breakfast. We're going to read John. I think we're to the 9th chapter. I'll look through my notes, and we'll definitely have a wonderful Bible study together. All right, birthdays. There is one. Luella Tekken has a birthday today. Happy birthday. And then there is one anniversary. Clint and Becky Doohan celebrate one on the 6th. So that's awesome. That's Friday. Happy anniversary. We already read this passage from Romans, but the entire passage is pretty great if you want to read that one today. Romans 5, verses 1 through 8. Our Lent devotional is another wonderful passage too if you want to read that one. 1 Peter 1, verses 3 through 9. There's some good stuff in there. All right. God's peace be with you today and throughout the week.